It's September 2025 and I just beat 2 Giovannis with 2 Team Rocket radars, and I'm gonna show you those battles and maybe you can get some tips on how to defeat Giovanni in September and you can get those Shadow Giratinas. So the first battle that I did, I Mega Evolved a Gardevoir, and the Pokemon Giovanni used were Persian first, then Kangaskhan, and then the Shadow Giratina. In the second battle, Giovanni used Rhyperior in the middle, so it was Persian, Rhyperior, and Giratina. So this is the first battle, and I start off with the fighting type, my highest CP fighting type so far. So I go with Conkeldurr. The issue with my Conkeldurr is it has Focus Blast, which takes forever to charge. Somehow I end up not switching the Pokemon, and my Conkeldurr just ends up fainting, which is no issue. And I have this Gardevoir, which is actually there for the Giratina, but I just go ahead and just battle against all of Giovanni's mons with the Gardevoir. You don't have to have Mega Gardevoir or any Mega Pokemon or any extra strong Pokemon. You can have fighting types, they will work against Rhyperior as well. You can use a grass type if you are facing Rhyperior, maybe Roserade or maybe Venusaur. If you can Mega Evolve Venusaur, even better. And in the end you can use a Dragon type, a Fairy type. Yeah, so it depends how you wanna deal with it, and you can make the best use of your Pokemon. So now what I do is, when you are fighting Giovanni or any Team Rocket leader or grunt, when you switch the Pokemon, when a Pokemon faints, either yours or Team Rocket's, there is a slight delay before the Team Rocket starts attacking again. So I try to utilize that time as much as possible. So I try to switch Pokemon as much as I can. Somehow in the beginning I couldn't switch my Conkeldurr, but that's fine. Tyranitar comes up. Tyranitar is basically, I accidentally charged the move, it still had 1 shield left. So Tyranitar is pretty much just a sacrifice, and I should maybe put a different Pokemon in the end. But anyways, I did 2 Giovannis back to back, and this was my first team, and there we go. So Gardevoir pretty much took down all 3 Pokemon, but it was a Mega Gardevoir. So that's my first Giovanni, and I got a really good Shadow Giratina with really good IVs in the first one. So I won't bother you with the second Giratina catching and IVs and all that, but let me show you the first one. I used a Silver Pinap, not a very high CP, so thanks to low CP it's easy to catch, and it was critical, and we got a lot of XP, lot of everything, and my first Shadow Giratina is here, and it's 13-13-8, I guess. So that was my first Giovanni encounter. I am actually progressing towards a third one as well. So let's go into the second battle, and in the second one I basically use this team. I use a very powerful Mon in the beginning, just Garchomp. I use Machamp, and I use Tyranitar. So to show you how to do this without Mega Pokemon, and I didn't know that I will face Rhyperior as the second Mon, but I just went ahead with this. So Garchomp is like a very highly powered up Pokemon of mine, so I just put Garchomp in for no reason. And then because I faced Persian and Kangaskhan, so I was like, let's put a fighting type in there. And for Giratina I just kept the Tyranitar, and this time I was able to switch, which I for some reason wasn't able to last time, and I use up both his shields. So now we got the shield advantage, and we can just fully power up our moves and throw them. So both the shields are gone, and I use Machamp to take down the Persian. Persian could have psychic type fast moves, which could be really bad for the fighting type. So maybe you can go into the Giovanni matchup once, like test the waters, what Pokemon he has and what moves he has. Like if the Persian has a psychic type move, you can use like a fairy Pokemon, which or maybe a dragon type Pokemon, so that Pokemon can be used for Giratina later as well. So yeah, I'm just using my champ here and trying to take down Rhyperior. Garchomp still lives. Garchomp for to again utilize that time when the Pokemon pauses for some time, I just bring in Garchomp, otherwise there's no reason. So now when the Giratina comes in, it will be paused for a bit, and you utilize all of that time when Pokemon are like paused. And I reached the Earth Power, but I couldn't throw. I let go of some time so that I can switch Pokemons faster again. Now that's my strategy, try to waste opponent's time as much as possible, and I have saved all my shields, so now I can use them on the Giratina. Also, Machamp or whatever Pokemon I have left from earlier, I can use that Pokemon as a shield. So whenever Giratina gets energy, I can just throw in that Mon and don't use a shield, and that's it, just use that Mon as a shield. So I bring in my Machamp, which does pretty much 0 damage, but I'm still trying to get in as much damage as I can. And there goes the cross chop, which does like a fast move damage, but I keep going, and here comes the attack. So wasting a shield here will be really stupid, and I just use Machamp instead as a shield. We are hardly doing any damage, so Machamp is going down anyways. I bring in my Tyranitar, which is doing really good even with the fast move, and I beat Giovanni with Tyranitar in green and still having 1 shield. So that's how I got 2 Shadow Giratinas earlier, and I'm looking forward to 3rd one as well. So hopefully these interactions were helpful to you and you can beat Giovanni in September 2025. Good luck.